Your favorite fat boys.
What's up, everybody's favorite fat boy, Jerron?
Stefan, a.k.a. Mayhem, a.k.a. The Incredible Bulk, a.k.a. Would you like to know how I got these scars?
The Incredible Bulk. All right, so we got, what's this, Hero Talk 5?
Yeah, I think this is the 5th one.
All right, we're making headway now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of hero news going on. And a lot of news in the superhero movie and comic book world.
Yeah, so we always got to, bring that to y'all live and direct. So we'll start with first one. Spider-Man back in the MCU.
Woo!
Thank God.
Marvel and Sony got it together. They were able to come together, or apparently, according to the Marvel CEO, the Disney CEO, thanks to Tom Holland, talking to him directly, getting those lines of communication back open, that Marvel and Sony were able to work out a new deal. Spider-Man is back in the MCU, at least for 2 more movies.
Right, and I'll take 2 more movies versus none at all.
Exactly.
So I'm happy with that. And just to poke fun of it a little bit, I was checking like my normal comic book sites daily,
right?
Multiple times a day, see any news popped up about him being back in the MCU. Because I was more worried about this than any news outside the U.S.
Oh, goddamn. Talk about first world problems,
right?
What the hell?
Like, I'm on dialysis. I need a kidney. Fuck that. I want him in the MCU.
Right. I need another Spider-Man movie before I go.
Right.
I need them to finish off his saga.
Right. That's all I was worried about. And I didn't even watch. I have not watched Endgame, nor did I watch Far From Home a second time. Until I was like, got some good news.
Is that your type of limited protest?
It was funny, like on Xfinity, they have you look at the TV guide, the shows, so they pop up like what new movies out, things like that. So one of the things they had going across the TV guide was that Avengers Endgame, watch and save Tom Holland. And I didn't believe it. I saw on Twitter, I was like, somebody probably made this up. But I saw it myself like, huh.
That's funny.
So, very happy he's back in. Versus not being at all, because they left the movie left us a big cliffhanger and
right.
a lot of questions to be answered.
They were really building up to be for him to be a pillar in the MCU going forward.
Yeah, I think he still will be in some sense of form. I think this is kind of just a quick deal. Just to,
I mean, this is kind of what we're finishing out. At least what I thought the original deal was to be, the 3 movies plus the feature. Right. So now they're getting that, and so the new deal is that Disney will take on 25% of the cost, the production cost, and get 25% of the profit.
Right. I think that's
more than fair.
Yeah, more than
especially
fair.
with the amount of work that they put in.
Right, and given the fact that the last movie made over $1 billion, they only got 5% of the first day gross sales.
Yeah, first day gross sales.
So they're going to see
Sony's highest grossing movie ever.
Right, so they're going to see a big return in that. And then there's also Kevin Feige put a lot of hidden gems in his speech about the deal. We may see Spider-Man cross over to a Venom movie, which I think is likely going to happen.
Yeah,
soon.
I mean, that definitely, I feel like they're trying to build up to that. Sony, because, Sony does want to get this Tom Holland Spider-Man because he is a hot ticket, and they want to get him into that Spider-Verse that they're building.
Because speaking of Venom, they just, they had the director,
right, Andy Serkis is directing.
They are in talks to bring in, was it Shriek?
Yeah, Shriek.
Naomi Harris?
Yeah, I believe that's who the person who's going to play it. But yeah, Shriek, one of Spider-Man's villains from the Maximum Carnage era of comics. So that's almost a surefire statement of them bringing Carnage in.
Right, because of course at the end of the movie they showed was it Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, it's Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna eventually bring him in. So he might have a cameo in that.
I mean, I say if they bringing in Shriek, I don't have any doubt in my mind that they're going to bring in Carnage because Shriek doesn't really exist without Carnage.
Right. So, thank goodness they got that settled away. Now, I hope they can reestablish, redo the deal, and then he can be in there for like another set of sequels maybe, or some more features. Because who knows if he's going to pop up in Fantastic Four, X-Men, or another Avengers movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would have. Well, I mean, since they don't have another Avengers movie on the docket at this point in time, I'm gonna assume that maybe they might ease him into like a Fantastic Four type movie. Yeah. Because at least from canon from the comic books that him and Johnny Storm were really close friends, roommates at one point. Yeah. So I can see them doing that. Yeah, I think I can see them doing that as well. So only time will tell. Right, and at the very least, they get to finish out the trilogy and the story arc that they've been building for Spider-Man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the third one. Are they going to how they gonna end that, and what villain they gonna bring in next? Exactly. So every little bit of news, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, what's next?" Right. I mean, granted, there are no other more important things going on in the news. Yeah. Spider-Man, MCU, we got you. We cover everything. So, speaking of MCU, Kevin Feige is it Feige or Feige? I believe it's Kevin Feige. Feige. He has been promoted to the creative officer. Yeah, let's get the official title. Right. I'm looking at it. Chief Creative Officer. So he at Marvel now. So all stories go through him. Movies, TV, comics, all stories go. He is the final say on all stories. Even comics? Yeah, publishing, all of that, all publishing. Yeah. Publishing is included in that. So that means he is the head honcho for all the storytelling at Marvel now. Said I guess he made them more than enough money. That's like, you know what, we can trust your decision making. That's true. I wonder how much they pay an hour. More money we gonna ever see. That's a huge bump in position. It gotta be. So, but yeah, I'm not mad at that at all because I was reading. They were saying that by him signing on to produce a Star Wars movie, he might step away from Marvel altogether. So now to know that he won't, to see what he's going to do for probably going in 2020 until the end of probably 2030. Exactly. It's going to be interesting to see how he. I mean, we understand, just based off of the MCU, he can tell a cohesive story across multiple properties. Right. So at least not even just a cohesive story, but a nice connected story across multiple properties. So I'm can't wait to see how that factors into all of the other publishing and other ventures that they got going on. Yeah, especially with the Disney Plus series. Right. For those shows. To see how they all intertwine, they cost $25 million episode to make. Yeah, that's a budget of a movie. They said their TV shows had movie budgets, and I couldn't get a season 2 of Fastlane. Hey, this was Fox. And how many years ago? They wasn't just 22. They were movie budget every episode. Oh yeah. Said Bill Bellamy said they were costing like $20 to $22 million an episode. God damn. So the fact that they even got a whole season is phenomenal. That was a good ass show. I don't care nobody said. It really was. I was upset that it ended on the cliffhanger. Damn sure did, but yeah, good things going over there in Marvel. Yeah, real good things. So who do you think the next main villain going to be? What's your gut telling you? See, I mean, they got all these new properties. I mean, they're bringing in the Mandarin. I want to go with the Mandarin because he's the big villain. Across all arcs, I'm thinking more of a smaller villain across a few properties. Okay. But across all of them, I want to go either with Annihilus or Doctor Doom because they got those properties back. So. Yeah, I don't know if I want to see Annihilus. I know. I don't know if I want to see Galactus or Annihilus because I just don't really care for them as comic characters like that. I mean, I like Annihilus, but Galactus. I would even see Galactus because they're going more into space now. Yeah, I can see. I definitely can see Galactus, but I'd rather it's like between the two Annihilus and Galactus. I guess give me Annihilus. Right. I mean, that's kind of my gut feeling as Annihilus because Galactus isn't really a villain per se, more just a force of nature. He's just a guy who's hungry. Okay. And his only sustenance is eating planets. So he's not really a villain per se. Right. Now he's fucking shit up. Yeah. Because he likes fucking shit up. Yeah.
But Doctor Doom, though, I would like to see them do Doctor Doom properly.
Yes.
And I would like to see somebody that's like, that's like super, super smart and evil. Then like, you know, then Thanos was like, he was big, he was smart, he was very, you know, he's very intelligent with his moves.
Yeah, he was calculated.
But to see a man per se, a person per se, versus an alien, you know, I would like to see Doctor Doom.
And the fact is, I wouldn't even call Doctor Doom evil. I mean, he's just a regal guy with a super ego.
Yeah, so I think that's a different take on your not on your traditional villain.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, so my picks for the next big bad will either be Doctor Doom or Annihilus.
Yeah, I like to see Doctor Doom. I was hoping that with Spider-Man they would do Norman Osborn, some kind of like little Easter egg or something. I mean,
the thing about it is like they already stated beforehand, you know, like I said previously, that they don't want to use characters that they've already used in movies.
Yeah, true.
And Norman Osborn has been in all of the movies.
True, and but I think what they can add to Norman Osborn now will be the Dark Avengers. They can do a spin on that. So
yeah, see, but I mean, but most of their villains have been one-off.
Yeah,
so they really can't build a roster of for the Dark Avengers.
Yeah, I think they should bring back Ultron in some form of fashion.
At least give him a proper movie.
Yeah, I think they should. Because
Ultron really doesn't work as a one and done villain based off of all of the Age of Ultron comic book.
Yeah, but
then again, their movies are really adaptive of the comic books as opposed to one-to-one retellings.
So, well, speaking of movies, you saw Joker.
I did see Joker.
So what do you think of Joker? What's your review of Joker?
Well, if we're going to get into my review of Joker, I'm going to say I wasn't a fan.
Not surprised.
I mean, it's not even that it was a DC movie. I know people might assume that we hate DC movies here. It was because it was a boring movie. The movie was 2 hours. It didn't really kick off until like the last 30 minutes.
So like other DC movies then.
Yeah, so for an hour and a half, I was just like, I want something to happen. Mm-hmm. And when something did happen, it was like an hour in, something happened, they put it on the back burner. And I was like, oh damn. It's like, the whole movie, I wanted Joker to Joker. So, and it was a boring movie, and then it was really ham-fisted with that message of about mental illness, about class welfare, and then just completely abandoned them by the end of the movie. It's like, we gonna beat you over the head with this message, and then they abandoned it. Oh. It's like, well, okay, I guess we got other things we need to cover first, and then just never get back to it. And the foreshadowing there was a twist with Zazie Beetz' character, and it was so foreshadowed that even after the first introduction of her character, I already knew where they were going with it. So I'm like, yeah, I've seen this movie. It was called Taxi Driver, and it was better. And I think maybe that had something to do with the fact I think Martin Scorsese might have helped with the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I believe he helped. Might have helped Todd Phillips with the movie, maybe a producer of some sort. I believe he had something to do with the movie, and it is really reminiscent of Taxi Driver. Pretty much the whole arc, with the exception of Taxi. I mean, he even had Robert De Niro in it, but just Taxi Driver was just a better movie.
I was looking at that because that's interesting that Martin Scorsese helped, and he's been really critical of the Marvel DC movies, saying they're not cinema. So, right. To help in a movie, but I guess if you put it in perspective,
because his idea of cinema means psychological movie, story, character driven, because he doesn't feel like the Marvel movies are that. But it's in a movie theater. They have a story, they have plot, they have characters. It's cinema.
Yeah, I believe it's cinema. I can get where he's coming from as far as it's a lot of those movies out now. It's the big thing. This was making money.
I mean, granted, it's not like Martin Scorsese is the one who defines what cinema is. Yeah, he's made some great movies, but he's made some movies that some people would say aren't that good either.
Yeah, of course.
But as far as the Joker movie goes, it's not a bad movie. It's a competent movie, but my God, is it boring. And also, I don't know what DC has a murder boner for the Waynes, but they showed the death of the Wayne parent, Thomas and Martha Wayne again. It's like every damn movie. If Batman has anything to do with it, they show his parents getting killed for fucking reasons.
Yeah, I didn't have a desire to see that movie. I kind of wanted to, but I was like, nah. And then a good friend of ours, who has a very bad judgment when it comes to movies, had put on Facebook, Joker's a good movie. I sent you the screenshot. I'm not going to see it.
Yeah, you did send me that.
So anytime a movie is, if I'm questioning going to see a movie, I'll look to his Facebook, and if it says it's good,
right? If he says it's an awesome movie, then yeah, it might put it into question because he thought that Batman v Superman and Justice League were both great movies. So
and Venom,
right? And Venom. So can't really trust his judgment. So if he's giving the movie high praise, I kind of take a second look at it.
Right.
But I went and I saw this movie and I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, and it has some gratuitous violence, which I don't have a problem with, but it kind of just comes out of nowhere, which I guess it fits the premise of the movie. And Joaquin Phoenix playing a mentally ill, Arthur Fleck, this mentally ill character, great fucking actor.
Okay.
Great actor. He is so good in a role. It's sad because his supporting cast just does not add anything to the film. They all fell flat. Yeah. Damn. They add nothing to the film. He is so great in the role that his supporting cast add nothing to the film. And I'm sorry, it's not a one-man show. If you got a supporting cast, they need to be doing something.
Right.
And they're not.
I wasn't expecting him to outshine. There you say he outshined the cast, but he's a really good actor, though. So
yeah, and it's not even so much that he's outshining the cast; it's that the rest of the cast don't have anything to do. Granted, it's a movie about him. It's a character piece. It's a slow burn, and it's about him. But yeah, give me interesting side characters to kind of build that world.
Right. So, with Bruce Wayne being in the movie, like, how old do you get a sense of how old Bruce Wayne is?
Oh, he's a kid. He's probably in anywhere between 7 and 10.
Okay, yeah. And then his parents died. He's like about 12.
His parents die in the film at the end of the Joker film. So whatever age he's in the Joker film, which I'll give it on the high end, and around 10. Okay. Going into the early tweens, that's the age that he is, and Arthur Fleck is in early 30s.
So by the time
Batman becomes Batman, Arthur Fleck gonna be like 50, 60. So at this point, you're just beating up a geriatric septuagenarian.
Who?
Septuagenarian means you're a person in their 70s.
Oh, okay, thank you. Nobody know that word but you. I was thinking about the timeline of if that Joker will meet a newer Batman. Probably not.
Todd Phillips already said that this is a one-off. This is some Elseworld shit.
Right.
So it's not connected to any DCU movies.
Right.
Because DC just abandoned that shit when they realized that they couldn't do it.
So DC's gonna have all these one-offs then, because the Suicide Squad's Joker is not gonna be involved in the new Batman. Probably not.
No, I don't even. Did they already cast that Joker? Because I don't think they have.
For what?
Suicide Squad.
I think contractually he's still tied to it.
Who?
Jared Leto.
Mm-mm.
I think he's tied he's tied to 2. Nope. He's not, just one.
Jared Leto is not in that in the Suicide Squad movie. It's a reboot. But they just grabbing some of the characters from the original.
So you got that Joker, and you got that Joker in that world, the Suicide Squad, which is not going to be part of Batman.
Nope.
Then you got
Joker in that world, which is not going to be part of anything.
Right. So then you got Aquaman, Wonder Woman, that is part of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that old Suicide Squad universe. I don't know if they're part of this new Suicide Squad. DC hasn't come out with, some type of rubric of how they're making this. That's why they call it DC Worlds now. It's as opposed to a DC universe, right? Because they failed miserably at connecting a universe.
So, well, shit, Aquaman come out in 2022. So, Wonder Woman come out next year. So, what world they part in then? The Superman.
Yeah, that old Justice League world that's just now defunct.
Y'all get it together.
They can't get it together. Because again, what's the next movie they got coming out? Birds of Prey. You saw the trailer.
I don't know what's going on in that.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know what's going on at all, and I was just like, why? I mean, I get it. Maggie Robbie, is that her name?
Margot Robbie.
I mean, she like her character. She did a good enough Harley Quinn.
Right. Yeah, but like all throughout the trailer, it's pretty much a Harley Quinn movie. Like it's Harley Quinn and some other women.
Yeah.
Because it made no sense. I mean, granted, Harley Quinn had absolutely nothing to do with the Birds of Prey, but she is all over that goddamn movie. And then it's a movie, and she's talking about she's leaving the Joker, but we've already established, DC's already established that, that old Suicide Squad movie is no longer canon to these movies that are coming out. So what Joker is she leaving? We don't know anything about this character. She's a brand new character, just played by the same actress.
I'm confused.
Everybody's confused
because it makes no sense that it's like you're removing these characters and then the world you built is no longer there now.
Right, and they're creating a new world, but you're still using the same people.
Right. So I'm just like, what's the plan? What's the end game here? No pun intended. But hey, what are y'all trying to do? Like, I'm not saying they need to have a connected world like Marvel, but it flows better. It makes sense.
The thing is that they went at connecting the world the wrong way. They failed, and so instead of trying to go back and make some changes to kind of fix and make it cohesive, they just said, "Fuck it, we'll just make movies." Because they now see Joker had a shoestring budget of like $60 million, and it's made 10 times that amount. Yeah, like
I think it's clocked at $610 million.
Right,
now.
So it's made 10 times its budget back.
Y'all go see the stupidest shit. But don't listen to this.
So, yeah, I mean, at this point, they's like, you know what? We just make movies and just make money. Fuck connected universe. They'll let Marvel have it because they realize that they failed and they can't do it.
Right. Because I know they said they're working on a script for Booster Gold. And they said that wasn't going to connect to anything.
Yeah, no.
And,
they're making standalone movies.
Yeah, because then like the new chairman of the DC movie department, whatever you want to call it, he came in and was like, this is a shit show.
Because it was.
So they just like, I guess to recoup some money they lost, they just doing these one-offs to kind of, get some money back, which I can understand makes sense, but like, it's just Joker's one and done. And I get it, like, you got the Batman coming up, but I think they should, I would like them to do a Joker movie with the Jared Leto Joker.
I mean, they did do a movie with Jared Leto Joker. They just cut all the scenes. It's called the Suicide Squad.
They did that too. So
they just cut all of the scenes out. So it had all them scenes with the Joker in the trailer that weren't even in the movie.
Damn, DC, what are y'all doing?
They don't know. They said, fuck it, we just gonna make movies, make them cheap as we can, and just recoup all the money. People like superheroes regardless.
Yeah, well, speaking of DC, let's see, Shazam. No, not Shazam. Black Adam starts production, I think, 2022.
It's so weird that these movies now are just like for the DC, worlds. It's just so far out now, like 2-3 years out. I guess why they try to get it together.
Well, I think by the Rock starting that, his schedule's probably really
a lot of his plate. Rock
is
one of the biggest actors out right now.
Yeah, so I can understand that not starting until he has some free time. So, but and then Aquaman comes out in 2022.
Birds of Prey coming out before Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman should came out this summer.
Right, yeah. Birds of Prey, the movie Birds of Prey coming out before Wonder Woman. How does that make any sense?
I don't know. I know what is probably going to do numbers, but I do not want to see it at this point.
Yeah, I kind of don't either.
Because I think they got Cheetah in there.
Yeah,
but I just don't have no desire to see Wonder Woman. They don't have.
I mean, they brought Chris Pine's character back for reasons.
Because he clearly died in that plane.
Yeah, and he's a human, and it was like fucking World War One.
And then they jumped to 1984. So, and I don't have no desire to see a Cyborg movie. That's supposed to come out 2020. And
that got completely defunct and pushed back.
Oh yeah, and also, the Flash is hanging on by a string.
Ezra Miller is fighting hard to get that Flash
tooth and nail.
He's fighting hard to get that Flash movie worked on.
Yeah, he wrote the script and he's like trying to keep it afloat, but
yeah, it's not looking too good.
They need to go into reboot that altogether.
Like I said, the only reason I would want to see a Flash movie is for them to do Flashpoint, and then that be the way that they reset the universe.
I think that's what they're going to end up doing. I hope they get a good writer to make it all make sense.
I don't think they will, though, because, again, all of these movies aren't connected at this point. So it kind of doesn't even make any sense for them to do a Flash.
Was there anything in Joker that could have connected to another movie?
No.
Okay.
No. It was completely standalone. It doesn't recognize anything from the other movies. It's because, again, when you get to the end of it, it wouldn't even make any sense for there to be, a Batman in this world who wouldn't know who the Joker was with how fucking big and public and famous he became by the end of the movie. So, yeah, it wouldn't make any kind of sense. So, man, DC, y'all continue fucking up. I mean, y'all making profit while fucking up, so keep the good times rolling.
Hey, I never seen nothing like it. You probably never will.
I said they are failing up.
Oh, boy. And with the Batman, they've casted Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman.
Yeah, I can't wait for the outrage on that one.
It's been no outrage.
I'm sure it will be. Casting a black woman as Catwoman.
I have not seen the outrage. I'd lie to you not. I have not. Now, when I saw the list of who they were considering, they had Tessa Thompson, who was Valkyrie in Thor. They had a couple actors. I can't think of their names on the top of my head.
I mean, because my thing is when it comes to these comic book nerds get real uppity about staying cohesive with the origin stories,
right? But not everyone wants to see the same person all over again.
Yeah,
I was saying same people.
One of my favorite Catwomen besides Michelle Pfeiffer was Eartha Kitt. So fuck anybody who got a problem with Zoe Kravitz being Catwoman,
right? I think I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, but I was like, oh, they got her, and I was like, I really was thinking like they got Tessa Thompson. I was thinking it'd be her.
I don't even know when she would be able to do it because they about to start filming the fourth Thor movie.
That too, yeah. So she been popping up in a lot of movies too. So who knows what her schedule was like, or she even got audition for the role, even got talked to about it. So, but yeah, and then they just casted the Riddler. Yeah, I forgot the guy's name. He was in a couple movies here and there.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw the guy, but I didn't know who he was.
And because they lost Jonah Hill,
right? So,
yeah, I don't know how he would do as a villain though, or what he would have been as a Riddler or Penguin.
At the end of the day, he's been nominated for the Academy Award like twice. So people are recognizing his acting chops.
Yeah, so
there's that.
Yeah, because apparently talks fell out when I read it was a money dispute. He wanted $10 million for the role.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen any news of why the talks, but I mean, from what I read, it's like they weren't even close to contracts stuff.
So who else they got in there? Oh, they got Commissioner Gordon. That's I think Jeffrey, right? The guy that he played. I think he was in Westworld.
Okay, I have to look him up.
The only thing I think of that you might know him, he played Peoples in Shaft.
In what?
Peoples in Shaft.
Okay, yeah, I do know who that is.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright. So he played Commissioner Gordon. They were eyeing Mahershala Ali for that role, but then we got bladed like up. He's out.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to the Batman.
I'm still real iffy. I mean, granted, the person who directed, directed one of my favorite trilogies, the Planet of the Apes trilogies. Yeah, those were just good movies.
They are.
So, I mean, competent director. They got decent enough actors, but DC movies bring up something visceral in my hatred now. this guttural hatred every time I think about a DC movie because I have to sit through so many bad ones. Like I said, Joker wasn't a bad movie, but it was fucking boring.
Right. And boring does equate to bad. It can't equate to bad, but...
Right. I mean, it just equates to not good as so much as bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's a competently filmed movie. It's just boring.
I mean, DC doing what they got to do.
I guess they're making money. They are making money.
What else they got on the slate? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a lot of movies on and I guess they have to go... I guess they're doing 2 movies, or it seems like they're doing 2 movies like almost like 12 months apart.
Yeah, they're being far more sparse with their movies because even though their movies have made money, they have not made nearly the amount of profit that they were expecting them to make.
Oh yeah, because they were expecting they wanted Batman vs Superman to do $1 billion because of all the promotion,
right, and the hype behind having Batman and Superman in a movie together.
And it didn't have like $1 billion, which is very very surprising.
Yeah, it only made like 800 something million.
Mm-hmm. So and then Justice League didn't do nothing.
Nope.
I think it made 600 million.
Yeah, and what Shazam did was one of their lowest grossing movies.
Really?
Yeah.
How much did they make?
I can't remember. I can look it up, but yeah, it did not do the numbers that they were expecting.
Wow.
Especially off of the budget. I mean, the relatively small budget that they gave it.
Yeah, Shazam was alright.
Yeah. It's a serviceable movie.
Yeah. So, DC a good show. Woohoo!
Yeah. Birds of Prey. That's what's next.
I'm not going to see that. I am going to see Suicide Squad because James Gunn's directing it, and they have a shit ton of characters in there. They hope they're going to kill off.
And they better,
because it's like a bunch of one-off characters. So
right. They better. So I mean, that's the only reason I'm gonna go see Suicide Squad is because I do like James Gunn as a director.
Yeah. So I think he's going to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then I'll be right with the world.
No, Birds of Prey still come out. So no, everything won't be right with the world.
I think Batman come out in 2021. Yeah,
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, 2021. So they're going because they showing the casting news now, so they'll probably start production sometime in 2020.
Right. And again, Matt Reeves is directing, so and I do have faith in him.
I got faith in that alone. You know, I don't know about I would like to see Nicholas Hoult as the Batman. Only because I had that my
it's
pre-notion.
tainted by Twilight. Robert Pattinson is tainted by Twilight.
It's just glittery.
200-year-old vampire perving out on teenage girls, whatever.
That is the plot. That is the plot.
Didn't think about that, did you?
No, he is 20 years old, perving out on some teenage girl, and a pale ass white girl at that.
Yep.
God, you can find somebody with a tan
who at least can go out in the sun more than you can.
I just don't understand that movie, and it's like, I'm sorry. What's that?
It's not meant for us.
It's short, damn sure ain't. But I look at their attraction level alone. I'm just going down that low. Like, this is who you love. This is who you love.
You superficial bastard.
Call it what you want.
I called you a superficial bastard.
Call it what you want, but I'm like, this who you love.
You superficial bastard.
This who you love. Like I'm of course somebody gonna be the prettiest bitch. Ain't gonna be the bitch who she got depression every day.
You superficial bastard.
I'm okay with that. I sleep a good at night.
Love doesn't understand beauty or age differences for that matter. All right, I think that's about covers all the hero talk for today. So that's our show. As always, check us out on YouTube. Hit us up on our Gmail. If you want to chit-chat with us.
Chit-chat with us. We'll talk back.
I mean, I will.
Yeah.
I check it every now and again.
I check it enough.
And so, listen to us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Music Play.
So, anything else?
That's it for me.
All right.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening.